Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a blind buy haul and review. I haven't actually filmed a blind buy haul in a while, so I'm really excited for this one, but I think it's just because I've been a little bit more responsible with my perfume purchases lately. I've really been testing them out and researching a lot before I commit to purchasing. But recently I was just in the mood. I've been trying to prepare for spring. I'm really looking forward to spring this year. I've been in the mood to wear more floral, feminine fragrances that are perfect for spring. So all of the perfumes I'm going to be featuring in this video were purchased with spring in mind, because to be honest, my collection does have a lot of warmer florals and gourmands and just more heavy, warm, sweet fragrances that are really great for fall and winter, because that is more my preference in perfume. But I also do really love floral perfumes and perfumes that are great for spring and summer. I just needed to refresh my collection and get a few new perfumes to make some videos for you guys. Alright you guys, so the first perfume I'm going to be talking about today, you may not be too surprised about because I did talk about it in one of my recent videos, which was my signature perfumes throughout my life. If you haven't seen that one, I will link it down below for you. In that video, I talked about my signature perfumes starting from when I was a tween, and this is really the perfume that started my perfume obsession. So the perfume I'm talking about is none other than Vera Wang Princess. This was a really iconic perfume back when I was a tween. So when I ordered this, I really didn't know what to expect because, like I said, I remember loving this perfume, but I didn't really remember what it smelled like exactly. So I was anxiously awaiting my package. I will show you guys the box because it's so cute and nostalgic for me as well. This is what the box looks like. It's so cute. It brought back so many memories when I was opening it. And then I'm gonna be honest, the first time I sprayed this after not smelling it since I was a tween, I was really surprised. This is not what I remembered it smelling like at all. And of course, now that I've become an adult and I've smelled lots of perfumes and my taste has changed, I don't know, I was just surprised. It wasn't what I was expecting. Also, I forgot to mention that I have had these perfumes for over 2 weeks now, so I have had a good amount of time to wear them all, wear test them, figure out the performance and how they actually smell on my skin. So I have been wearing this a lot, and the more I wear it and spray it, the more I like it and the more it's grown on me and the more I remember why I was obsessed with it. Let me go ahead and spray this. So for being a mainstream, iconic tween perfume, it actually is kind of unique. And if you look at the note structure of the perfume, it is a little bit surprising. How this smells to me is a fruity, fresh, girly perfume with a sweet, powdery dry down. I love that it's called Princess because there is something very elegant about it, something majestic. And you know what this perfume kind of reminds me of is Tocca Giulietta, which I talked about in my Tocca perfume range video. That one is also kind of a light, fruity, fresh fragrance with a unique quality to it like this one. But let's get into the notes so I can give you guys a better idea of what this smells like. So the top notes are water lily, apricot, apple, and mandarin orange. The middle notes are dark chocolate, guava, tiara flower, and tuberose. And the base notes are vanilla, amber, and woodsy notes. And looking at the notes, everything really does make sense. You have the apple and the apricot and the orange in the opening, which gives it that fresh, juicy, fruity vibe. Then you get into the middle, you have the guava and the dark chocolate, which gives this perfume some of that uniqueness I was talking about. And then we have some white florals in here, which definitely helps to give this perfume its classiness and elegance. And in the base, we have vanilla, amber, and woodsy notes, a very classic trio for a base note. And I really love the base of this perfume. It dries down to a really nice powdery sweetness. Yeah, overall, I think this is a really fresh, fun, girly scent for the spring and summer. As far as the performance goes for this one, it performs like your standard fresh, fruity eau de toilette. So it's not super long lasting. If you want this to last, you're gonna have to overspray and spray your clothes. But it is a really nice scent, and this is also extremely affordable. You can find this online for a really good deal. If you are interested, I will have it linked down below for you. So I do recommend checking this one out if you are interested. Again, this is Vera Wang Princess. All right, you guys, so moving on to my next blind buy purchase. This is one that I have to admit I did buy mostly because of the packaging, and I have been guilty of this in the past. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, it did work out for me. This was the perfume I was actually most worried about blind buying because it is a more unique scent and I've heard it can be polarizing. It definitely is. So the perfume I'm talking about is Sensuelle from Mugler. And let me just give you guys a close-up of this bottle. So this bottle is really my exact aesthetic. It looks like an enchanted object that was made by fairies and trolls and was hidden in an enchanted forest. I love it. I love the color scheme. I love the shape. I love this bottle for spring, and I also think that the perfume itself is a great option for spring as well. And I have to show you guys the box it came into because this is just adorable. It's also so springtime. I'm a sucker for all things pastel, so I don't know. Aesthetic-wise, this perfume is just perfection to me. One of the other reasons I decided to go ahead and blind buy this perfume is because I am a big fan of Mugler fragrances. Alien from Mugler is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. I absolutely love this one. This is the perfect sensual jasmine scent. I love wearing this on nights out, date nights. I love the scent of jasmine, and this is just jasmine amber perfection for me. So my love for Alien also kind of convinced me to try more out from Mugler. So to describe the scent profile for you guys, it is really unique. It's sort of a green, white floral, creamy and sweet fragrance. I know that sounds like a lot, and I do think this is a bit of a polarizing fragrance. I think some people are really not going to like this. I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. I also don't have a lot of green perfumes in my collection, but yeah, this has a really nice, refreshing greenness to it, something plant-like. Then it has this layer of creaminess that comes from the white florals, and surprisingly, this perfume is also very sweet. But I really have been enjoying testing this one out, and I'm so excited to wear it more during the spring. Let's go ahead and look at the notes. So the top notes are gardenia and cinnamon leaf, the middle notes are green notes, and the base notes are white musk and sandalwood. So the gardenia is what is giving this fragrance that creaminess. I really like it. I love fragrances like that almost have a lactonic vibe. And surprisingly, the green notes in here balance that out really well. It gives it this refreshing, earthy quality. I like the addition of the cinnamon leaf. It gives it this subtle, sweet spiciness. And you guys, I was really surprised. My boyfriend actually really likes this on me. I didn't think he would like a perfume with heavy green notes like this, but he really liked it. All he said was, "You smell really good. You smell really sweet today." I really like wearing this one because I feel like it is very unique from the other perfumes in my collection. And anytime I can wear a perfume that's a little bit out of my comfort zone or a little bit different than the perfumes I would normally reach to, I find myself getting inspired by the fragrance. If you've ever tried Insolence from Guerlain, this perfume has some qualities that kind of remind me of Insolence. I think it's that powderiness, that sweet, fluffy powderiness. Now, I actually did end up selling Insolence. I liked the smell of it. I thought it was really pretty, but for some reason, I just couldn't wear it. Anytime I put it on, I just wanted to wash it off. It just didn't feel like me. It was almost too stuffy, and I feel like this works for me because it has the refreshing green notes and the creaminess of the gardenia. It all just kind of balances out the powderiness. But I did want to mention that just in case you are a fan of Insolence. This one does have some similarities that remind me of that perfume. Now, as far as the performance of this one, I'd say it's pretty good. At least on my skin, it does last all day. The performance of this perfume does actually really remind me of Alien. I'd say Alien is a little bit stronger, but projection-wise, they are really similar, so you do kind of have to be careful with how much you spray because it really does project. So for my final thoughts on this one, I'd say this one is definitely not a safe blind buy. You should definitely try it out before blind purchasing it like I did. That being said, I really am happy I have this in my collection now. I think it's going to be great for this spring. And I personally really like it, but that doesn't mean it's going to be everyone's cup of tea. So I'd say proceed with caution for this one. So again, that is Sensuelle from Mugler. Okay, and now moving on to my last perfume in this blind buy haul. And this one I actually would consider a pretty safe blind buy. I was least concerned about this one when making my order. And I think this is about as safe as a blind buy as you can get. But no blind buy is ever safe. But this is Pure Poison from Dior. I absolutely love Dior as a fragrance house. It's definitely one of my top favorite designer fragrance houses. Every perfume I've tried from Dior I've really loved. Recently I added Hypnotic Poison to my collection and I've really loved using this. This is such a beautiful, sweet, sensual date night perfume. I absolutely love it. It's super cozy. But as I said, we're focusing on spring now and more warm weather fragrances. So I thought this would be a perfect one to try out. And I was not disappointed at all by this fragrance. This is a really elegant and classic white floral scent. If you love jasmine like I do, chances are you're really gonna like this scent. This is a perfect warm weather, refreshing, clean out of the shower jasmine scent. It's not too complex, it's pretty straightforward. It has some citrus in it. It's just really pretty. So let me go ahead and spray this for you guys. It smells so clean, but there is a good dose of those white florals in there, so it gives it this elegant factor. And I've really been enjoying this, especially when the weather is really hot. I do live in Miami, so hot weather is very common here. I think even more so than spring, I'm going to be loving this summer because this is one of those perfumes that you wear when you can't be bothered to put anything else on. It kind of reminds me of light blue, but a more floral version and slightly less citrus. Okay, so as far as the notes go, the top notes are jasmine, orange, bergamot, and Sicilian mandarin. The middle notes are gardenia and orange blossom, and the base notes are sandalwood, white amber, cedar, and white musk. So another fragrance with gardenia in it, but this one is very different from Sensuelle. The gardenia in here is more fresh and crisp, whereas the one in Sensuelle is more creamy and sweet. The florals in here are really balanced out by the citruses. It's blended really well. And in general, I'm not a huge fan of orange and mandarin in fragrances, especially when they tend to be really aromatic and smell like straight up orange oil. But since this does have that jasmine and gardenia and orange blossom in here, I really do like it. And I'll say once this dries down, it does become sweeter and softer and that citrus does fade. And I just really like how it smells once it's dried down on my skin as well. And as far as the performance goes for this perfume, I've noticed it is really great, especially for a lighter, fresher citrus scent. It's really hard to have a long-lasting, fresh citrus scent, but this one is pretty good. This one you don't have to be too shy when you're spraying it. You can definitely overspray a little bit if you want it to last longer. Yeah, overall it's just really nice. I don't really have any complaints with this one. I'm really looking forward to wearing it in the hot weather because it's so refreshing. So yeah, I definitely recommend checking this one out. Again, this is Pure Poison from Dior. And since I've been showing the boxes of all these blind buy perfumes, here's the box that Pure Poison came in. Alright you guys, so that is all I have for this video. I really hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok. My username is lucy.gregson on both of those platforms, and I'm super excited because my next video on here is going to be my best spring perfumes video. And my seasonal videos are definitely some of my favorite videos to film, so definitely keep an eye out for that one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!